Hello, this is Roland Shearer. I'm the game developer and the creator and founder of Creative Youth Presentations. And Creative Youth Presentations is dealing quite heavily with math, some other things involved. I wanted to demonstrate and show you a few things today relative to math that we're involved with. We're going to start with this particular exam. This is called, I call it a resource. It's actually something I use to help find out where people are at in their math skill. And there's several pages. I have them just work with this, and then when they can no longer do it, I'll know where to focus the training. So there are many different aspects of this. There's 12 different formats of these math games, and I'm going to show you just a few of them today. We're going to start. This is one that deals with the game of horseshoes, and I'm just developing this one right now. It's not fully developed yet, but the idea is that with a card to hand, you try to form an answer, and that shows where the horseshoe winds up, and then you score it like regular horseshoes. And this is one that I'm working on right now. So we'll just keep the focus right here, and I'll show you a few of the other game sheets. This particular one is an archery game, and the thing to remember is that when you buy one of these games, you're going to get 3 different game sheets. This game sheet is set for fractions, combining fractions, but there's another one for addition, digits 1 to 9, and one for multiplication, digits 1 to 9. So there we have an archery game. We also have a checker game that we're working on and developing. And these game sheets are going to look a little different as we get them developed. But again, this is set up for combining fractions. And so you put your checkers on the squares with the answers, and then in order to move the checker, you have to make the answer. So we have the archery and the checker game there. Another one that we're developing it's called Stairway Math. And the idea here is you put your game piece down here, and when it lands here, if you can make that answer up here, you move your piece up the board. Whoever gets to the top wins, and you see all these different answers that you have to make with your math deck. And I have a custom math deck for that. For the fishing game, we can cut out all these different fish. They can be colored in, and they'll have an answer on them. And if you can make that answer, you can catch that fish. And this particular game, there's 4 different sizes. So what we can have is 4 different pounds of fish, and whoever catches the most pounds of fish wins. Whoever catches the most fish wins. So that's a fishing version of the game. We also have, I've created a geometry game. Now here, this custom deck is going to have geometric terms on it. And so it'll say things like plane and endpoint, parallel lines, and so forth. And with this deck, when you can put 2 words together or 2 terms together, the game sheet is going to look like this. And it'll have an illustration on it that illustrates what that term is. So if you put, for example, the end point on it, here's this line showing the point at the end of the line. So all these are illustrations of the different geometric terms. And there's 7 different sets that go along with that. Now I also have the fraction deck, and these will all be cut out and be cards that you play with. And you'll see that you have fractions, and you're going to have to combine any 2 fractions. You can add, subtract, multiply, or divide any 2 to get a particular answer on the game sheet for fractions. And the fraction deck comes with different explanations of that are relative to the musk oxen. I've worked up in Greenland for a year, so these are all different facts about the musk oxen. The playing deck that I created with digits 1 to 9 talk about the caribou. I've also included a rule sheet, and this rule sheet teaches you how to actually combine the fractions. When I'm done, the student will be able to combine the fractions simply by looking at the 5 cards and determining if any 2 of these, adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing any 2, comes up with the answer that you need. So these are just a few of the things I'm developing, and I'd like to try to do some free math workshop seminars. And what we'll do on the seminars is give people a chance to actually try some of these games. So in the future we'll have some more clips available showing how to actually play these games, and we'll look forward to getting that information out to you. So this is Roland Shear, founder and game developer of Creative Youth Presentations, and we'll try to, in the future, we'll have some more information on the games, and you'll see the finished look of the games eventually here. And so I'm looking forward to getting these games in motion and helping many people with their basic math skills. So I'll say goodbye for now, and you'll see me again in the near future, and we'll have a lot more to show you about the different games. This is just a brief introduction of what's coming. So thanks for looking, and we'll see you at that point. Thank you.